Welcome to Millennium TV 24. You're watching the Good Looking News. I am Kim Seabrook, and you know what I like to do. I like to start with what's going on right here in our city, New York City, that is. So, New Yorkers, they are to lose an extra unemployment aid, which is going to cause a lot of problems for so many people. So what's ending and what's staying, more than 900,000 New Yorkers are set to lose an extra $300 a week in unemployment benefits Sunday as a federal program expires that helped out-of-work people due to the COVID-19 pandemic. President Joe Biden's administration announced on August 19th that it would not continue the enhanced weekly $300 unemployment benefits past September 5th, and instead says states could continue the extra payments by using their COVID stimulus funds. New York and other states have not dipped into their relief funds to further extend the program as unemployment rates continue to drop and as a work shortage has hurt businesses. As of Friday, New York Governor Kathy Hochul has not indicated plans to extend the extra benefits past Sunday. New York State has paid out more than $97 billion in unemployment benefits during this pandemic, providing a lifeline to more than 4.7 million New Yorkers. The enhanced benefits were originally an extra $600 a week last year under Federal CARES Act signed by former President Donald Trump. The extra money was later cut in half to $300 a week until September 5th. The aid to the unemployed was on top of the $504 a week New Yorkers already offers to those out of work. Two other federal programs are also expiring Sunday. The Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation that had extended the time a claimant could receive income beyond their baseline allotment, which is 26 weeks. The program added up to 53 weeks of unemployment benefits. There was also the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Fund for self-employed and gig workers who were traditionally ineligible for weekly unemployment claims. So the state, however, has indicated that it will continue to accept new PUA claims for a period of 30 days after September 5th. The Department of Labor said it would evaluate the submitted claims for eligibility and backdate payments when appropriate. After September 5th, a claimant will only be eligible for unemployment payments if they are still unemployed, fit within the certain job categories, and are within the regular 26 allotment for benefits. So for more information about specific benefits, please visit www.labor.ny.gov. And you can also call, hopefully you get through, the Department of Labor for claim help at 888-209-8124. Again, that's 888-209-8124 from 8 to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday. So next we have this is what I put purposely. So since we are going through this with the unemployment, let's prepare yourself for a job interview on live video. Here's some tips. So your appearance isn't limited to your interview outfit, right? What you wear for your interview matters. And yes, you should dress professionally from head to toe, not head to waist. So don't have your boxers on while you have a button-up shirt and a tie. Put on some slacks. And it just makes you feel all whole, so it's better for you. But beyond your outfit though, right? You should make sure that your username and your profile picture are professional. A username that is difficult to read reveals your age. So example, one with your birth year. Or includes an unprofessional screen name could make a wrong first impression. Yes, we don't want Big Betty Lou as your screen name. So pay attention to your surroundings. Your audience will see what's behind you. So set up a clean, neutral background with good lighting. Also, a cluttered environment could be distracting and could send a negative impression about your organizational skills. You should also want to clear any area of personal items, especially any paraphernalia that could be seen as controversial. So you would also want to warn anyone else at home about the interview so that you're not interrupted. Very, very important, because the kids never want to talk to you until you're doing something important. So next, practice before your interview. Practicing beforehand is especially important if you're not familiar with the software that you'll be using or with video chatting in general. Your interview is not the time to be figuring out where you should be looking and if your microphone is working or what to do with your hands. A lack of confidence with the program that you're using and with your equipment will only add to your nerves and can make you appear awkward or unprepared. So next, set the stage, right? Set the stage, place a sticky note by the webcam so that they're not looking at the screen all the time, and instead that you're looking into the camera. Trick yourself into looking beyond your screen by placing your cheat sheet, which are your notes, behind your laptop or computer screen. So once you've done your best to prepare for the technical and logistical aspects of your video interview, you should handle the rest much like you do if you were at an in-person interview. So in short, research the company and make sure that the job description is what you want. Practice some common interview answers beforehand and be ready to sell how you are a good fit for the role. We wish you luck. And next we have back to New York news, this disgruntled client who stabbed the Queen's lawyer nearly 20 times, indicted for murder. A man accused of stabbing his lawyer to death in Queens last month has been formally charged and faces up to 25 years in prison. Authorities arrested Nando Perez of the Bronx on August 9th in connection to the murder of the 65-year-old Charles Zolote, a Queens lawyer who specializes in divorces and child custody cases. The NYPD said Perez, 64, is a client of Zolote, but didn't provide other details. Perez, 64, was arraigned Thursday on an indictment charging him with murder and criminal possession of a weapon. Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz announced that the alleged killer will continue to be held without bail. His lawyer declined to comment when reached by phone on Friday, and that this was a brutal killing that stunned the community, Katz said on Friday. The victim was found dead inside his Jackson Heights office with multiple stab wounds, and a former client is accused of settling a disagreement with violence. A janitor found Zolote unconscious on Thursday, August 5th, at his law office on 82nd Street in Jackson Heights, according to the police. Law enforcement told sources that the family attorney had been stabbed in the chest, and first responders pronounced him dead at the scene. Katz said Perez is accused of stabbing the victim approximately 20 times before fleeing the law office. One attorney described Zola as very likable and not at all the kind of guy that would have an enemy or agitate anybody. The secretaries are really upset. It's scary. We have cameras on the floor, so we asked for that. But I think that they have pictures of what's going on inside, and I think someone saw blood by the elevator, he stated. Friends and neighbors say that Zolote lived alone and was always kind. Well, what do we have in New York? Let's talk about this storm, right? New York, New Jersey, governors say aid is coming as Ida death tolls rises to 46. The governors of New York and New Jersey said on Friday that they expected to receive significant funding and assistance from the federal government after the flash flooding from Hurricane Ida, which left a trail of destruction, killing at least 46 in the Northeast. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy announced $10 million in state grants to help small businesses that suffered damage and flagged expected federal aid after U.S. President Joe Biden approved an emergency declaration for the state. This was a deadly and dangerous storm, and we continue to face its after effects. Murphy told a news conference in Millburn, a suburban town west of Newark that was hit hard by flooding, that help is coming. Murphy also stated that there have been 25 fatalities in the state, up to 2 from Thursday, and that at least 6 people remain missing. A total of 16 people have been confirmed dead in New York State. Officials have also confirmed 4 deaths in Pennsylvania and a death of a state trooper in Connecticut. In a separate briefing, New York Governor Kathy Hochul also said federal assistance was on the way after Biden approved her request to declare a federal emergency. And like several other leaders in New Jersey and New York, Hochul stressed the need for better preparation for extreme weather events, which are increasing in frequency due to climate change. Hochul said she would convene a task force that would submit an after-action report discussing shortcomings in New York's response to Ida and suggest improvements. Some people have called this a 500-year event. and I don't buy it, she said. No longer will we say that we don't even know when it'll happen again in our lifetime. This could literally happen next week. Biden was scheduled to travel to Louisiana on Friday to meet with Governor John Bel Edwards and survey damage brought by Ida, which left residents there scrambling for water, food, and basic services, with more than 800,000 households still without power. The hurricane, which made landfall in Louisiana on Sunday, may ultimately claim more lives in the Northeast, where flash flooding caught residents off guard, causing some to perish in their basements and others to drown in their cars. Whew. And while we're talking about this, I have my next guest coming on, but we're going to do this last story before we do. Power to be restored to New Orleans by the middle of next week. That is so long. Power should be restored to almost all of New Orleans by Wednesday, 10 days after Hurricane Ida destroyed the city's electrical grid and left more than 1 million customers in Louisiana without power, utility officials have stated. Friday, Entergy, the company that provides electricity to the city, issued a statement asking for patience and acknowledging the heat and misery in Ida's aftermath. More than 25,000 workers from 40 states are trying to fix 14,000 damaged poles, more than 2,200 broken transformers, and more than 150 destroyed transmission structures. They said, please know that thousands of employees and contractors are currently in the field working day and night to restore power. We will continue working until every community is restored. Customers with damage where power enters their home will need to fix it themselves, and there could be some smaller areas that take longer. The company said that the utility offered no promises for when the lights will come back on in the parishes east and south of New Orleans, which were battered for hours by winds of 100 miles per hour or more. And in other developments, Louisiana's health officials on Thursday announced an investigation into the deaths of 4 nursing home residents who were evacuated to a warehouse ahead of the severe weather. The residents who died were among hundreds from 7 nursing homes taken to the warehouse in Independence, where health officials received reports of people lying on mattresses on the floor, not being fed or changed, and not being socially distanced to prevent the spread of the coronavirus, which is currently ravaging the state. But a coroner classified 3 of the deaths as storm-related when a large team of state health inspectors showed up on Tuesday to investigate the warehouse. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a commercial break. We're going to be right back with someone who is very well familiar with Louisiana and give us some insight on what's going on over there. My name is Kim Seabrook. You're watching the Good Looking News on Millennium TV. We'll be right back.